I think we're talking about a subject that's very important to everyone, transportation, especially as, the population grows, trying to plan for it and do it in a way that makes transportation easier, less congestion on the roadways, and meets the needs of various populations, diverse populations, is an important thing to discuss. Some of the ways we're discussing it I like, and there's others that don't seem as helpful. But it's overall, I would say, good. I didn't realize how many different federally funded programs there are that receive money for transportation. I knew there were quite a few, but I didn't realize there were as many as there are. There's also a lot of complexity with right-of-way and then all of the local and statewide. Everyone has their own slice of the pie and their own, things that are important to them. And so really figuring out how to merge all those ideas, it's a pretty complex problem. I would hope there would be a strategic plan that could be developed, starting with probably the Wasatch Front and growing out to the state, to the rural communities, representing kind of a rural community. We have linkage into Salt Lake. We don't have a lot of local service. Other communities might have more local service, but little linkage into the metropolitan area. Coming from a rural community, there are definitely things that aren't necessarily like no local service. Well, there are areas, in Salt Lake where there isn't bus service, so it's not unique in that fact. But I don't think those would have been represented without having someone here. I think the concept of transportation for all is a good concept. There's always going to be limitations to that. I think what I would like to see happen is more collaboration between all the agencies, including government, UTA, private business, to kind of collaborate both their funding and their expertise, insurance, dispatch, those types of things, so that we can have a better product overall. And Valley Mental Health provides a lot of transportation to people with special needs, from children to aging adults and seniors. So having some of the resources and expertise that UTA has and being able to share with them would really help us. Whether or not it would lead to something more of a partnership, that would, depend on what would be brought to the table, but definitely could help us use our resources in a manner that would really help us get the most out of the money or the funding that we have for transportation.